Christ returns to this earth with his saints. Jude 1 and verse 14 says, the Lord comes with 10,000s of his saints. Now, to do what? Let's ask that question. Well, the next verse answers the question. What is Christ going to do when he returns with his saints? Jude 1 and verse 15. To execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed, and all their hard speeches, which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. Let me tell you something. Christ with his saints, they are going to kick ass. I don't know of any better way to put it. I don't know of any polite way of putting that. I don't know of any religious, oh, you shouldn't say that. We all love Jesus. I'm offended by what you just said. Well, get over it. Get over it. Do you know why men don't like church? There's nothing there for them is the reason. Men are warriors. Well, there's nothing to war at church. I mean, you've got a bunch of passive, pasty-faced, weak, whimsical religious people, listening to a bunch of pablum that you wouldn't feed a baby to. There's nothing in church for men. Men are warriors. They really are. And men need something to fight for. So the first days of Jesus' presidency, when Christ returned to this earth, first thing that's going to happen is installing the teams. He's going to install the teams with the saints. Now, like I said, by this time, the teams have already been chosen, his cabinet members, because like I said, Christ has been calling his cabinet members for the past 2,000 years. So he's going to install the teams. The first thing he's going to do when he returns is to install the teams. The resurrected saints will be immortal, and you cannot be killed at this point. Now, this is important. Don't overlook this fact. When you're resurrected with Christ, you are immortal. You cannot be killed. Bullets go straight through you. Okay, that's a good thing. Because you see, we're going to have to put down evil in the world. All the ungodly sinners that are out there, we're going to have to put them down. Okay? For example, in dealing with the promoters of pornography, let's say the mafia. Yeah, because they're in that big time. The mafia is in promoting pornography. In other words, you're going to go and you're going to say, look, we're no longer going to degrade our women with pornography. Pornography no more. Now, if you tried that today, I mean, if you walked up to the mafia today or tried to, if you were dealing with the promoters of pornography today and you told them that, you'd end up with a Colombian necktie. I'm not sure you know what that is, but it's when it's gross. But it's when they slit your throat and they take your tongue and stick it out like a necktie, out that little slit. Yeah, that's called a Colombian necktie. So you got to understand why it's so important when this time comes for us to be changed and given immortality. Because when you're given immortality, you can't be killed. And the only way you can put down evil, because you're going to have to realize what you're up against. You're going to be up against ungodly sinners that are not going to want to listen to you a bit. Notice, when Christ returns, the armies turn and fight against God. That's how rebellious our society is going to be when Jesus returns to this earth.